Now, there's an old saying that an army marches on its stomach.
And keeping the troops fed is an important job.
In this month's show, we will be seeing some of the best army chefs in action.
We're at an army cookery competition for this month's edition of Young Eagles. Good food is critical for morale and keeping the army going. And army chefs are trained to prepare the best quality food in any circumstances. That could be in the barracks, in the field, or even cooking outdoors using an improvised kitchen that they have built from scratch. We're out on Salisbury Plain, where some of the army's best chefs are taking part in Exercise Iron Tiger. And Emily is finding out what's going on.
And we found the perfect person to tell us about the competition. It's my dad. So tell us about Iron Tiger.
Well, it's a competition for army chefs, and they're being tested on their not only their military skills but their catering skills as well. And it's the type of things that they're going to be doing when they're in operations in Afghanistan. So they've been digging trenches, they've been burning wood, and they've been cooking lots of different things that they may well use in Afghanistan. They've also been firing their rifles, they've been running up and down hills, and they've just been really, having a fun time, and that's what it's all about, testing their skills, developing themselves and having a fun time, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
The cooking section of the competition is in two parts. In the first scenario, the chefs have to act as though they're in a forward operating base in Afghanistan. The teams have to prepare a substantial meal for 10 soldiers that have been out on foot patrol for several days. They have just 2.5 hours to prepare and cook a choice of 2 main dishes and desserts, using the field kitchens, or operational field catering systems as they're called.
In the second part of the test, the teams have to prepare a VIP dinner, but first they need to build their own kitchens from any materials that they can find. Well, there are lots of different designs here for the improvised kitchens, but this one here has caught my eye. What's it made of?
Yeah, well, basically we modified a metal desk. We took the top half off, turned it upside down, took the legs off, and we're using the drawers as an oven. And that's it pretty much.
And the judges are quite interested in this design as well.
I think they've done quite well, really. Obviously, they've taken the drawer out, using the runners to be able to put an oven shelf in there, and just putting a simple tube at the back. It's followed the full concept of that they're trying to achieve by dropping the fire underneath, drawing out the heat and the smoke at the back. They've got a steady heat flow in there. It's very good compared to a lot of them. Very good.
So there are some great designs here.
Some puff pastry just cooking away there.
But some of the improvised kitchen designs have definitely got room for improvement.
Okay, the trouble with that oven is the loss of heat underneath. What they should have done is banked it up around the sides, put some turf all up around the outside of it, and that way it would have contained the heat more, as opposed to just disperse all the heat. So there's a lot of lost heat there at the moment.
So now the improvised kitchens are up and running. What will they be cooking?
Scenarios, we're out in a fob in Afghanistan, and the Colonel's having a small dinner night with local elders. We've got to produce 4 portions of starter, which we're doing pan-fried trout with stir-fried peppers and a honey dressing. We're doing a rabbit stew with black pudding, roast potatoes and broccoli Stilton baked. And for the sweet, we're doing a chocolate orange shortbread tower. And we've got to do all that on this oven here, which we just dug in the ground.
Well, that sounds like a great menu, and it's time to start the cooking. Well, the kitchens may look pretty rough and ready, but it looks like there's some great food coming together here. But over at the field kitchens, it all looks pretty quiet. Emily, where is everybody?
So you can see that there isn't actually any cooking going on at the moment. That's because the teams have gone out on a run.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Now, although the army chefs have lots of catering skills, they are still soldiers in the British Army. and they have to keep their basic soldiering skills up to date as well. As part of Exercise Iron Tiger, they all have to take part in the march and shoot phase of the competition. So it's a quick jog across Salisbury Plain, off to the rifle range for a bit of target practice, and ending up with a quick demonstration of their bayonet skills.
Well, army chefs are more used to using sharp knives in the kitchen. And back at the improvised cooking area, we've been lending a hand with cooking the food. We had a chat with Corporal Offord about life as an army chef.
Did you join the army with a view to becoming a chef?
Yeah, when I left school, I was in the cadets. I had a really good passion for cooking. Joe, I think you're in the cadets, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I went to see my careers advisor, who then got me a selection day. It actually turned into a week-long training in the army barracks in St Omer Barracks, which is the Army Catering College at the time. And I joined the army as a chef. That's how it went, and I'm really enjoying it 14 years later.
So this here looks like quite a challenge. So what are you cooking today here?
Today we're cooking like a little stir-fry vegetables. It's a basic vegetarian dish. We've got like a ground level barbecue, what we've made. We've dug down about a foot down. We've got a fire going, and then a griddle, and then we've got the open flame where we can start frying our vegetables off.
So how did you come up with the design for the cooking pit?
The cooking pit we were taught in training. It was 12 years back. The actual improvised stage of how to cook a whole complete meal from basically rubble and rubbish from around the area.
So what type of challenges does this kind of cooking pose?
We can't actually control the temperature of the oven, and obviously we're working blind, so you can't see what's inside the oven, and then every time you open it up, it's extreme loss of heat. So that is quite a big hard challenge to get around.
So using these improvised stoves is much harder than working in a real kitchen, which makes the results even more impressive. And here at Exercise Iron Tiger, the teams have finished cooking and it's time for the judges to taste the food.
Well, the kitchens may have been improvised, using everything from dustbins to filing cabinets, but the presentation of the food is at a very high standard. The teams have been cooking a 3-course dinner for the commanding officer and 3 local dignitaries, and I think the CO would be pleased with the results.
And at the field kitchens, they have prepared a substantial meal for a patrol coming in from the field, and I can tell you, it tastes as good as it looks. The judges are all very experienced military and civilian chefs, and they are expecting a very high standard from the teams. So the judging has been done, and the prizes are about to be presented.
There are prizes for all the individual sections of the competition, but the overall winner of Exercise Iron Tiger 2010 is the team from 3rd Battalion, the Yorkshire Regiment. Well, it's been great fun watching the competition, and we are still keen to help out. So we've gone back to the field kitchen to see if we can lend a hand.
So would you guys like a job?
Yeah?
Okay, I've got something you can give me a hand with.
Oh, this is great. I wonder what we are going to do.
Oh no! But like all jobs, it's not really finished until everything is cleaned up and packed away. So we'll get stuck in and help with the washing up. And we'll see you all for our next Young Eagles show on the 1st of November.